Hello, Durud and Shalom. Guys, let me know how my audio is. Also, right at the beginning, in the chat, please let me know. I want you guys to make me a promise. I want you to, if this video that I'm showing you today, if the live stream that I'm doing for you today, if you think it's something worth sharing, please promise me you would share it. This is not the same as the streams that we do before. This is really important. And I'm going to try to keep the live stream shorter than usual so that more people end up seeing it. We really need your help right now. Okay. The Iranian people really need your help right now. And I'm going to explain to you what has happened here and why and how you could help us. Okay. And please, if you, after I explain this to you, please let me know in the chat if you would do this. If you think this is worth sharing, you would share it. Okay. So let me just quickly give you the facts. Uh, I will answer your questions in the chat, but let me actually go through this right now. Okay. So this is Bita Shafiei. She's a 19-year-old Iranian girl. She's known for her extreme, unbelievable courage, for her outspoken opposition to the Islamic Republic. She had previously been taken. This is not her first time that has been taken, but this time is different. I will tell you why. She has been arrested before. She had court dates before, but I mean, every single arrest in Iran is a kidnapping when it's political. But this is even more like a kidnapping because she basically disappeared rather than having a court hearing or a date or anything like that. But previously, she was arrested before as well, and she didn't stop. I'll show you the videos that she released throughout her years of activism. I'll show you 3 videos today of her. Okay. So she's part of the Mahsa Amini generation, and she's well known among Iranians. And you will see why as soon as I play her videos. You'll see why she's well known. She's unbelievably brave. I honestly haven't seen many people brave as this brave, and you will soon agree with me when you hear her. So what happened is that regime agents arrested Bita's mother first. This is a common intimidation tactic used by the Islamic Republic. And then 3 days later, security forces tracked down and abducted Bita herself. She was taken without a warrant by intelligence agents linked to the IRGC. She was transferred to an undisclosed location, and her family has received no information about where she is. Her status is now listed as incommunicado detention, which means she has no contact with anyone outside and is at risk of torture. She's right now at risk of torture or worse. This is why we need your voice right now. This is why when people just disappear like this without access to a family or lawyers, the things that are happening behind the scene are sometimes unspeakable, including sexual torture. She's right now in danger, and we need you. There's not enough of people paying attention to this, and I need your help. I need your help today. I need your help today to bring more attention to this. So there are no charges, no legal process, no transparency. She just simply disappeared inside the regime system. So I'm going to play some of her videos in the order of her activism. Some of the things that she had, I'm just going to do 3 videos because I don't want to make this video long, because I need people to share this. Okay, this is very important. Okay, so I'll start with a video from years ago when she was arrested earlier, and then I will go to a more recent video, and then a final video that let me actually go to this video from earlier when the after Mahsa Amini's murder, the protest started. Okay, this is from then. This is from a couple of years ago. I think maybe like 3 years ago or something like that, if anybody knows exactly how many years. So I also want to thank my Iranian friends from the Persian channel, from the community of the Persian channel, who I asked them to translate these videos with subtitles. And they immediately, I got so many different versions. They immediately did that for me. And I just want to thank them. Sorry if I didn't pick yours, but I really appreciate everybody send me Bita's video with subtitles. Okay. Again, I credit to the unnamed people who have done this for me so I could show this to you. Okay, so let's watch this first one. Maybe I will not translate it first, and then I will go through it without translation, and then I will without reading the translation, and then I will read the translation the second time. Okay. Somebody saying, is she dead now? No, she is not. Oh my god, you're saying LOL. Fuck you. What the let me just ban this guy. Okay. Let's play this.
شما اگه صدای من نباشید، صدای کسایی که داخل زندانن نباشید، اونا هر کاری که دلشون بخواد میتونن انجام بدن با من یا با کس دیگه ای که توی زندانه. پس صدای ما باشید. من به شخصه واسه خودم میرم، واسه شما میرم، دنبال آزادی ایرانم، شما و خودمم. خب توی که میترسی بیرون بیای، پس از من حمایت کن. پس وقتی من رفتم زندان، صدای من باش. پس وقتی من شهید شدم یا هر چیز دیگه ای، صدای من باش. صدای همدیگه باشین. باید متحد باشین. نباید ازشون بترسیم. اونا هیچی نیستن. صفرن. هیچی نیستن. نباید ازشون بترسیم.
Okay, so no, so okay, so somebody is asking, is she even 18? Here, no, here she's less than, I think probably at this time she was 16, if I'm not 100% sure. So let's actually read what she said. She said, if you are not my voice. Okay, so this is part of a longer video, and this is before her arrest, like before she was supposed to get arrested, and she knew that she was going to get arrested. So she was telling people that when I do get arrested, please be my voice. And this is from I'll show you her more recent video soon, but she was basically telling people that when I get arrested, please be my voice. Okay, so she's saying, if you are not my voice, if you're not the voice of those who are in prison,
اگه صدای من نباشید، صدای کسایی که داخل زندانن نباشید، اونا
they can do whatever they want to me,
هر کاری که دلشون بخواد میتونن انجام بدن با من یا با کسی
or to others who are in prison. So be our
دیگه ای
voice.
که توی زندانه. پس صدای ما باشید. من
Personally, I go for myself, for you.
به شخصه واسه خودم میرم، واسه شما میرم، دنبال آزادی
In pursuit of the freedom of Iran, and you and myself.
ایرانم، شما و خودمم. خب تو
You who are afraid to come out, then support me. So she's saying, I know some of you, like she understands that most people cannot be as brave as her. Like she goes out in the streets and she does what most people can't do. They don't have the courage to do, and she understands that. And she doesn't. She's so mature because she doesn't. She has lowers her expectations. So she said, if you are too afraid, it's like she understands that most people cannot be like her. So she says, so she lowers her expectations, and she says, if you're too afraid to come out, then at least when they arrest us, be our voice. Say something.
که میترسی
So you who are afraid to come out, then support me.
بیرون بیای، پس از من حمایت کن. پس وقتی
When I am taken to prison, be my voice.
من رفتم زندان، صدای من باش. پس وقتی من
When I am killed or anything else happens to me, be my voice.
شهید شدم یا هر چیز دیگه ای، صدای من باش. صدای
Let's be each other's voice. We must be
همدیگه
united.
باشین. باید متحد باشین. نباید ازشون
We must not be afraid of them. They are nothing.
بترسیم. اونا هیچی نیستن. صفرن.
They are nothing. We must not be afraid of them.
هیچی نیستن. نباید ازشون بترسیم.
So the part that says, when she says they are nothing, that has actually now been a viral thing that many Iranians use. because she made that famous. So people, so many times when they talk about the Islamic Republic, they say they are nothing. So that. So she's basically, what she's saying is that they have created a boogeyman, but they're a house of cards. Like, if we just get united, we could take them down. The only reason why we don't get united to take them down, because they have managed to scare us. That's her philosophy. Okay, so once she was arrested, they did certain things in prison, and they managed to silence her for a few years. Okay, so the Islamic Republic has mastered the art of intimidation. I don't know what they do when they arrest you, but so many young people have self-deleted, basically ended their own lives after a couple of months after they were released. So you can imagine what they do to them there, but it's not, it's ugly as hell, right? So after this video came out and they arrested her, usually they either go sexual abuse or intimidation of family. For example, Bita, they really try to target her mom, right? Because they know that she's so uncaring about, like, she is so selfless when it comes to her own life. When it comes to torture and prison, she doesn't care what happens to her. So the regime usually goes to, they have found Bita's weakness, and her weakness is that if they go after her mom, that's the way to keep her quiet, right? So with that type of intimidation, they managed to keep her quiet for a couple of years. And then after a couple of years, she came out with this video. Okay. So this was her more recent video. And again, in this video, she does something that you guys in this channel recognize as a red line that cannot be crossed in Iran. And I think you will guys recognize that once you, if you follow this channel, you know what those red lines are, right? So hijab and Islam and many other things are not the main red lines in Iran anymore. But one of the red lines, one of the things that are still the major red line is the thing that Bita does here. And this is what got her recently into serious trouble. This is something, what she says here in this video, if I'm not wrong, if I think this is that video, is something that the regime cannot tolerate. So let's listen to her, see if that's the video I'm thinking. So should I read it all the, yeah, I'm just gonna read it. Okay.
درود به همه مردم سرزمینم.
So please, by the way, now that her voice is like this, please understand the context of this video. This is her deciding that she's going to pay the price. So they have threatened her with the most unimaginable consequences, that if you come out and say something again, really bad things are going to happen to you, right? So the reason why she's speaking like this is because she has seen, she couldn't be quiet anymore, and she decided to come out, and knowing that this is going to turn ugly, after a couple of years she released this video knowing that she's about to pay a very, very heavy price for it. And she explains to you why she decided to come out and speak. So she says, greeting to all the people of my homeland Iran.
ایران و
And to all the monarchists and freedom seekers.
پادشاهی خواهان و آزادی خواهان. من بیتا شفیعی بعد از
I am Bita Shafiei, and after 2 years of silence,
2 سال سکوت،
following the arrest of me and my mother. By the way, her mother was not even involved in any of the protests. The only reason why they keep arresting her mom is to intimidate her. But her mom was not part of anything activism related.
بعد از بازداشت خودم و مادرم که 40 روز انفرادی بودن،
Her mother, who spent 40 days in solitary confinement
و
and 3 months in the women's prison.
3 ماه در زندان زن.
You can listen to her voice, listen to her tone. She knows what's about to happen.
بعد از همه این شرایط سختی که
After all these hardships we went through,
گذشت به این نتیجه
I have to come to the conclusion that I can no longer remain silent.
رسیدم که دیگه نمیتونم این سکوت رو ادامه بدم.
She's crying.
وقتی
So when she says after all the hardship we went through, you might think she's talking about her going to prison. She's talking about the hardship of the Iranian people, what the Iranian people are going through. She's saying, so she was silent for 2 years, but she's seeing the suffering of the Iranian people, and she said, I cannot be silent. That's the reason why she broke her silence. So she said, when I look at Iran and see what the people of Iran are going through,
مردم ایران خود ایران رو میبینم
my heart truly aches and I can't stay silent.
واقعا قلبم به درد میاد و نمیتونم سکوت کنم.
Right here, okay, so listen to this part. This is the ultimate red line in Iran right now. Right here, I'm announcing that I'm breaking the silence.
همینجا اعلام میکنم که این سکوت رو میشکنم و
And I want to say that on behalf of Generation Z and other generations,
میخوام به نمایندگی از نسل زد و نسل‌های دیگه اگر
if they honor me by considering me their representative,
به بنده افتخار بدم و نمایندشون باشم،
I declare that no one except Prince Reza Pahlavi
اینو اعلام کنم که هیچ کس به جز شاهزاده رضا پهلوی
can restore Iran to its dignity and glory after it becomes free.
نمیتونه بعد از آزادی ایران رو به اون سرافرازی و افتخار خودش برسونه.
Guys, please understand the reason why she is talking like this is because she knows that saying this is the ultimate red line of the Islamic Republic. Taking off your hijab is not that as big of a deal as it used to be. Speaking because those, not because the Islamic Republic has become more tolerant, it hasn't, but because they have lost that battle. Even speaking ill of Islam is not as much of a red line anymore as it used to be. Again, not because the Islamic Republic has become more tolerant, it's because they have lost that battle as well. Their red lines right now in Iran is supporting Prince Reza Pahlavi and supporting Israel. Those are the major red lines. The other things can still get you in trouble, but these are the major red lines that are unacceptable for the regime. And she correctly understands that right now we need unity under one umbrella to win this fight, and she's paying the heaviest price to send out that message. So many other girls look up to her, and this is a big deal.
و افتخار خودش برسونه. من در ایران
She says, I will stay in Iran and I will not leave, and I express my devotion to Reza Shah II.
میمونم و از اینجا نمیرم و ارادت خودم رو نسبت به رضا شاه دوم اعلام میکنم.
So Reza Shah II is basically King Reza Shah II is basically same as Prince Reza Pahlavi, okay? And basically she's saying that she's not planning to escape. She's going to stay in Iran and fight. And then she says, and from this platform, I want to tell the dear people of Iran
از همین تریبون میخوام به همه مردم عزیز ایران بگم که
that once again, after 2 years, be brave and do not be afraid. So after this was her message 2 years ago. And she says, I'm repeating the message again that I sent you 2 years ago. Do not be afraid. Be brave.
دوباره بعد گذشته 2 سال که شجاع باشید، نترسید. ما شاهزاده رو داریم.
We have the prince.
واقعا
After everything that has happened,
نمیتونم بعد این چیزایی که گذشت
I truly cannot remain silent towards the people of Iran any longer.
مردم ایران
So she's saying, basically, she's saying that she knows that this is going to cost her dearly, but when she's looking at what's happening every day in Iran, when it comes to the poverty, when it comes to the condition that the more Iranian people are living under every day, she says, I cannot remain silent.
بیشتر از این سکوت کنم اصلا
I don't care what happens to me.
برام مهم نیست چه اتفاقی میفته. خون من
My blood is not more precious than the blood of the other children who were killed.
از خون بچه‌های دیگه که کشته شدن رنگین تر نیست و نخواهد بود.
Long live the Shah. Long live the Pahlavi family who built Iran.
جاوید شاه، جاوید خاندان ایرانساز پهلوی.
All right. So the next video, I'm going to play it twice for you guys. And once I'm not going to read the translation, and the second time I'm going to read the translation. So this is her lip singing another song. Okay.
بابا وقت خدافزیه ولی به مامان چیزی نگو بابا دیگه نمیکشم از در پر بغض گلوم بابا اگه رفتم بدون همه اینا واسه آینده بود بدون همه آرزوم اینه ببینم ایران و آزاد یه روز.
So she's singing this song, expecting to be taken away. I mean, she's not saying, she's lip singing it, but this is the content of the song. Okay, so she says, Dad, it's my time to say goodbye. But don't tell mom anything. Dad, I can't take it anymore. My throat is choked with sorrow and pain. Dad, if I'm gone, know that it was all for the future. Know that my only wish is to see Iran free one day. All right, guys, she is our voice, and now they've taken her voice. So today I ask you to please be her voice, okay? She was our voice when we were too afraid to speak out, and now they took her voice. So I ask you today to please be her voice when they took it away. That's what she asked us to do. She asked us to be her voice when she's taken away, and I now want to do that for her, and I ask you to do that as well. I really appreciate you guys if you do that. All right. I'm just gonna see some of your questions, and okay, so saying, do we know what happened to her? Is she alive? Yeah. Okay, so actually somebody also originally answered this question here. Omid said, it has been over a week and no news of her or her mother taken to an unknown location. So the answer is no. There is no news. We don't know where she is. We don't know what's happening to her. Somebody else, is she even 18? Now she's 19. So thank you for the support, saying, how can a regime survive this long if it's so afraid it needs to break little girls' fingers and imprison them? By doing that, by intimidation. But it cannot last long. It should not last long. Jean was asking, is there a link list to post about it on different social media sites? I posted this this last video on my Twitter account. I can link to it in the chat, and I'm gonna post the other two, the second one as well soon. I don't know if that's what you mean. So this is. So let me, actually, let me post the link, and I also I could tell you what I wrote. So this is, I said her name is Bita Shafiei, 19 years old. She believed her country, Iran, deserved better, and she fought for that belief with a clarity and courage that threatened those who fear free minds. The regime responded the only way it knows how. It took her. They abducted her for speaking out, hoping that if they erased her voice, people would forget what she stood for. Bita was not just speaking for herself, she spoke for people who were too afraid to speak. She carried the voice of others on her shoulders. And now that they have taken her away, the responsibility falls on us. She stood up for everyone else. Now we stand up for her. They wanted her story to die in the dark. Don't let that happen. Say her name, share her story. She was our voice. Now be her voice. That's what I wrote on Twitter. Okay, so I'm saying, and this is the, I'm just going to read this, and then also we could go to our discussion group and talk about this and other things after, in about an hour and a half. So you're saying Danish D'Souza was on your channel recently. Could he help get the word out? I sent this to him and other people on X, the people who I know. But if you could help me get in touch with more people to share this, I mean, you could share the story yourself with people if possible. Yeah, but I'm trying my best to get this in front of more people. Famous people, maybe. Let me actually thank somebody. Robert Spencer. I asked him to share the story. He did share the story, so thank you to him. And okay, guys, I'm just gonna keep this live stream very short, so that more people end up seeing it. If you want a longer discussion, we're gonna go into our discussion group. I put the link in the chat. The link is also in the description. And in about an hour and a half, that's where we are going to be joining with each other and talking about this and other things. So yeah, so just please share the story in any way you possibly can. Okay. I would be very grateful. I'm pretty sure many Iranian people would be very grateful if you do this. I'm sure Bita would be very grateful if you shared this. All right, guys. So I'm just going to end the stream. Thank you. And I'm Israel Chai, Javicha.